Hey YouTube, Team Megadeath here, back with another video, and today we have another KAZUCHIMON JOGRESS video against tournament match Gamamon. The last KAZUCHIMON JOGRESS video did so well, we ended up deciding to do another one, this time in a tournament setting, so this will be very interesting, definitely. So I'm gonna draw here. Hatch a BBmon, go into a Pulsemon. A lot of Pulsemons in hand, so I was deciding which one to go with, but I ended up going with the Pulsemon that gives you +2 memory when you attack. And then I'm going to play a TK here, pass to 2, and then I'm going to add a Pidomon from security, recover, and shuffle up. Haven't played a Gamamon in tournament before, so I thought this was a very interesting match to record. So going to raise up here, go into the Canowise effects. It lets the Gamamon stack gain all the effects from the inheritings, and so it will swing with Blitz for 1 check. It does live, hits into the Pulsemon. I go to 3. I decided to raise out the stack here, go into the Pidomon that I grabbed earlier from security, and then play a Pulse Boost to play a Pulsemon for BT10. This Pulsemon gets blocker if I have 3 or less security. So I have 1 active blocker, but potentially 2 if my opponent does swing and put my security to 3. So just gonna start another stack in the back. Does swing here. I am not gonna block. I'm actually gonna let it go through, and it does die to the Sylphimon. And then my opponent plays a hero to pass me to 3. So gonna hatch at the back, go into the jamming Pulsemon, and then here I'm gonna play a reinforcing. Add the Pulsemon and put the Merciful mode to the top of the stack. The reason why I did that is because I know Gamamon doesn't have a high DP cap, and so the Merciful mode really prevents them from swinging to security because the stack will die. So they will go into the Gamamon that gets it retaliate, and then hard play a Gamamon that pops one of my Digimon, I think 2k or less. Raise the stack. I will go into the Batmon promo here, draw, and then I am deciding whether to Blinding Ray here, or use the Batmon effect. But Blinding Ray is just a lot better because it gives you 2 memory for 1 card instead of reducing 1 for 1 card from Batmon's effect. And so I will pop both the boost, gain 5 memory, 3 from the reinforcing, 1 from the pulse boost, go into Kazuchi for 5, but since I have 3, I'll gain 2, so technically Evo for 3. I'll play the Tai and Kari, swing at security with the Pulsemon. It does die, but when attacking, since I have 3, I do gain the 1 memory from BBmon. Swing for 2 checks, unsuspend. I'll gain 3 memory from the inheritings. I'll swing for another 2 checks. Lightning Joust adds to hand, and then I'll play Electric Rush to restand and then swing for game. So very, very quick game. If you have the pieces, KAZUCHIMON can just swing, be aggressive like a tier 1.5 or even a tier 2 deck, but it's all about kind of like stalling out a little bit and then going to the OTK. And so my opponent's just gonna hard play the green Gamamon. Sorry guys, I don't know what the name of these Gamamons, but I'm just gonna call them by the color. Play reinforcing, add a Sylphie, and then put a Pulsemon to the top of the security stack. I added the Sylphie there because I definitely do want to try to do a Jogress play if they do Evo up to the Canowise, which my opponent does. So I'm gonna raise the stack here. And I'm just going to play another Pulse Boost to play out a Pulsemon, and this lets me draw since I have 3 or more security. Just setting up here, I expected my opponent to swing at security there, but I'm surprised they didn't. But I think that they knew that I might have been able to clap back and kill the stack, and so not swinging there was maybe a better option. Play the jamming Pulsemon. Its effect, I will trash 3 security to go to 3 and then gain a memory for each one. Go into the Dinohumon for 2 Jogress into the Sylphie that I got earlier, and then I'll DP reduce the stack by 5 and then pop a 5k or less, which kills the ultimate line. I'll pop the reinforcing, go into the Kazuchi for 3 since I have 3. I'll swing at security for 2 checks. I gain the inheriting of gain 3, and also I get the inheriting of jamming, so swing fairly safely there. Go into the Electric Rush, swing for another 2 checks. I didn't pay the cost there, but it didn't really matter too much. I had a lot of ways to manipulate security to go to 3. I had my opponent handle the memory, so I wish I paid the cost there, but at this rate, looking at my opponent's board state, it's not looking too great. And so at this rate, we're just gonna scoop and go next. Yep. So that was the set, guys. Here is another bonus game. We actually didn't, for some reason, the camera didn't record the entire set, but in this match, we ended up tying. And so I only got the first game off, but in the first game, it was actually very, very eventful. So my opponent here is going to be playing Alphamon, and again, KAZUCHIMON Jogress on the left. So play the Coda, add the Alphamon to hand, and had Ryudomon in the back. I'm going to go into Pulsemon jamming. And then from here, I'm going to go into the Dinohumon, I believe. Yep. Draw one. And then I'm going to play Pulsemon to draw another one, since I have 3 or more. And so my opponent's going to play a Cool Boy, search for top 3. Can only add the Dorugamon here, and then puts the other 2 Tamers to the bottom of the deck. And then play a Yugi, which I was actually very surprised playing the Yugi. I thought my opponent would go up the stack. Swing with the Pulsemon, hits into Breath of the Gods. I won't be able to attack my opponent for the rest of the turn, but that is okay. I'm just going to go into Dinohumon and stack in the battlefield, and then go into the Balmon promo in the back, give my opponent 3. He's going to raise the stack, get 1 memory and 1 draw from Yugi. Go into the Dorugamon for 2 and draw 1. Go into the Dex, tap the Ghoul Boy, gain a memory, get a draw, and then Dex this back to trash 1 and gain another memory. Now the stack has blocker and retail. Go into the Greymon, put a source underneath to get a draw from Doraemon. Now the stack has deletion protection and DP reduction protection. Go into the Alphamon, put a Dorugamon from trash back into the stack. And now big mistake on my part. I rose the stack here. I completely forgot that it couldn't be DP reduced, so I swung baiting out the block, but it didn't go through. And so hits into a Cool Boy, adds a Orumon to hand, and bottom decks the rest. So the fact that my opponent didn't go for the Orumon here, or Oryuken, means that I think they have an Oryuken in hand. So I completely forgot about Doru Greymon's effect, and so I realized that I can't DP reduce it if I swung and they blocked. And so I'm just gonna play Taiyankari here, and yeah, this is very, very not good. And so I'm gonna play Metal Cannon, draw like 7 cards. Okay, so it's really doomed now. It's like the game is over. Like there's no way I come back from this. Swing for 2 checks, tap Yugi to put the Orumon underneath. It's so over. The game's over. Hits into the Taiyankari, goes into the I'm pretty sure goes into the Oryuken. Oh no, so Greymon will pop at the end of the attack, and then Orumon will restand and go into the Oryuken, pop my big stack, and I'm like, okay, so just gonna gain back a bunch of memory, but actually my opponent only strips 2 sources, so I'm like, okay, well, it's still probably doomed here because I have no Digimon on board. So the game's over. Swing, and it hits into the Ranhi, puts the Oryuken to the top of the security stack, and my opponent's just gonna play Doraemon. That was insane. That card literally saved me from the current state of the game. And so I gained 2 memory from the Taiyankari because I have 3 or less. I'm gonna Digivolve in the back. I'm going to play out a Blinding Ray to gain another 2, play a Shortmon, level 4, play cost of 3, go into the Chimeramon for 4, put a source underneath, put the Balmon underneath, and then since that's white and yellow, DP reduced by 1 for each color, so 2, pops the Doraemon, and then I go into the Kazuchi for 5 and recover 3. Like, I did not expect like the outcome of this game to be like this. So even the back, play the Ryudomon, gets the Hisarumon off of the Ryudomon search, goes into the Dorugamon for 2, and then goes into the Dex Dorugamon, giving it blocker retail, gaining 2 memory and 2 draws. My opponent's gonna go into the Greymon to search 3, put 1 in the source, and then trash the rest, I believe. Yeah. And so passing me to I think 3 because I gained 1. I'm just going on the merciful mode here because I don't want to swing because it does have blocker retail. And then I'm going to put 10 sources back to the bottom of the deck in any order I choose. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not swinging. I'm not like, get that stack out of here. So I did not want to deal with it. And so just gonna merciful mode. My opponent brings out the stack, very surprised, gain a memory, get a draw from Yuji's effect. Going to the decks, it doesn't have blocker retail since it doesn't have the Dorugamon underneath, but my opponent can still trash one to gain a memory. And then I believe here, my opponent's just gonna go into the Grademon. Top 3, add the Oryuken, put the Orumon underneath, and then trash the rest. Since he does have the Dorumon underneath, he does gain 1 memory from putting his a source in the stack, and then goes into the Alphamon to put a source underneath and then digivolve my merciful mode. So sadly I can't trash the Oryuken that I put there earlier because currently my Kazuchi can't swing over the Oryuken even with the tamers. And so what I end up doing is swing with the rookie, gain a memory, get the Oryuken that I put in the stack out of there. And then that stack does not have blocker retail, so I'm just going to swing for 2 checks, tap the Titan Karis for good measure, hits into the Cool Boy, gets a search, adds the Dorumon to hand, another check, swing for another 2 checks. It's just a Dorumon, and then I'll go to Electric Rush and swing for game. I don't know how it came back from that game, but my god, the Ronhi is so good in this deck. But yeah, just crazy first match. I'm so sorry I couldn't record the set, but we did end up tying the set because we ended up on time. But yeah, I'm just so glad you guys have just been enjoying my Kazuchi Jogress deck. Definitely have a profile coming up soon on the channel. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Team Megadeath content. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the near future. Team Megadeath out. Bounce.